Hi dear students, welcome to the today's class. Today we are going to have business studies. In that we are going to have first lesson banking transaction. We all are familiar to the word bank, money, transferring, loans, deposit, credit, debit, etc. Right? In this chapter we shall study briefly about what is bank, characteristics of bank, functions of bank, relationship between bank and customers, types of bank and types of bank account. We all know that bank was not established recently. It was established about 200 years ago. See how long experience it has. Banks are the financial institution which use the money deposited by the customers as investment and agree to return whenever they require. It means that banks do not get their own money. They get money when the people like we deposit in the bank. They give this money in the form of loans to other or to the people who are needed. I repeating that sentence again. Banks are the financial institutions which use the money deposited by the customers as investment and agree to return whenever they require. Banks advance loans to the customers and charge interest on it. As we all know that who provide if we need to build a house or something, some construction works, we need money. At the time we seek help of the bank. Bank help us in the form by providing us loans, and they also pay charge interest on them. Bank exchange the money of different country. The development of any country depends upon the efficient banking system of that country. It means that if we have to clarify or we have to identify that which country is better, it's depend upon the efficient banking system of that country. Bank advance money to agricultural, industries, traders and all sectors. Yeah, now dear students, we come to know that bank has 200 years of experience. Now come let us study the main concept of this chapter, that is what is bank. As generally when you hear the word bank, what comes to your mind? Yes, absolutely right. When we hear the word bank, we just remember about loans or deposits. That's it, right? Yeah, the definition is also simple. For the question, what is bank? The definition is bank are the financial institutions which use the money deposited by customers, as we are the customers, as investments and agree to return whenever they return. I hope that the definition is clear. The term bank is derived from Italian word banco or from a French word banque, which means bench or money exchange table. The word bank is derived from Italian word banco or the French word banque, which means bench or a money exchange table. The meaning of the bank is money exchange table. It accepts deposit from the public in sense of we the citizens, and lend it to those who need in the form of loans. See, we deposits our money in the bank. Bank use on this money to provide loans to the other people or the who are in needy. Now let's move on to the what is banking. Bank receives money from those who want to save their money in the form of deposits and lend it to those who require in the form of loans. These services of the bank are called banking, which means we need to deposit the money. Such is called as deposited money, and the bank lending money is called loan. Such service is called banking. See, dear students, we now already have discussed what is bank, from where it derived, and what is banking. Now let's move on to the next part, characteristics of bank. As a bank is a financial institution, it has many characteristics. So let us discuss the characteristics of bank one by one. First one, dealing with money. Banks are the financial institutions which deal with the money of the public. As we already know that bank, its main function is characteristic is dealing with money. Remember it. First characteristic of bank is dealing with money or engaging with money. Second one, individual, firm or company. Bank may be a person, firm or a company. Banking company means the institutions that deals with the money. See now, many cooperative companies, many institutions, their daily transaction is mainly dependent upon the bank. Such is called as a banking companies or banking institutions. Second characteristic is banking individual firm company. And the third characteristic is acceptance of deposits. As we already I told that bank, the main characteristic of bank is accepting deposits from public. The next characteristic is lending loans. As we all know that bank lends the loans, the bank gives the loans that belongs to the public for the utility of the needy people or another people. So the fourth characteristic of bank is lending loan. Bank advance loans to the industrial sector, agricultural sector, education, house construction and many more purposes. Third and fifth is payment and withdrawal. Bank facilitate the customers to withdraw their deposit in the form of check or draft. See now, if there is an immediate situation, we need money of a large amount. How can we go? So at the time, bank offers a payment and withdrawal opportunity. We can withdraw our money whenever we need it. And sixth one is banking business. The main activity of the bank is banking business, that is accepting deposits from the customers and lending the same to those who need the money. It is not a subsidiary to any other business. Only bank it contains does this banking business. And the seventh characteristic is name identity. Every bank has its particular name. For example, Canara Bank. So you're seeing in the screen, right? Canara Bank. Bank always add bank to the name. See, at the end of that Canara, we can see Canara Bank, Reserve Bank of India. At the end of its name, it contains bank. See we can see that Vijaya Bank. This is called as Bankers Bank of India, that is RBI. This is ATM, State Bank of Mysore and many more banks. Bank always add bank to their names. Canara Bank, Vijaya Bank, Corporation Bank, State Bank of India, Vijaya Bank, etc. We have already completed the characteristics of bank. Now let's move on to the another important aspect of this chapter, that is functions of bank. As every financial institution has its own function, bank as a financial institution, it also has some few functions. So let us discuss these functions one by one. First one, accepting deposits from public and others. As accepting deposits, it seems to be the main function and characteristics of bank. As I think that you all understood, accepting deposits means borrowing money from the public, which means in the terms of we, the citizens of the citizens. Second one, lending money to the public in the form of loan and to the other institutions. Bank lends loans to help the people who are in needy. If we need to construct a building, we need large amount of money. At that time, for a little while, we borrow money from the bank in the form of loan. Third function is transferring money from one place to another. As it is easy to understand that if for example, if Ramu is living in out of state, I mean out of country, I mean America, his parents is living in India, he need to transfer a large amount of money to his parents. At that time he is not able to come from that country. At the time he transfer the money from where he is and send it to their parents. Thus, the bank's the important function is transferring money from one place to another. Fourth is collecting money on checks, drafts, and bills. If we need to have, if in a sudden situation or emergency case, we need a large amount of money. At that time, we can replace how much money we are needed in the form of check or in a bills. That is collecting money on checks, drafts, and bill. Fifth one is conducting foreign exchange transaction. Banks contain foreign exchange transaction. Banks purchase the other money like pound, dollar, yuan from other countries and exchange with the Indian money. It aids foreign exchange transaction. Seventh one is hiring safe deposit lockers. As we all know that bank is the safest place to keep our valuable things, as it provides a good facility to keep our most valuable in safe deposit lockers. We can keep our valuable things with more trusty way in a bank in the form of security coded lockers that we are now available in the bank. And eighth one is keeping valuable in the safe custody. As I told before, we can keep our valuable things in the bank in a form of lockers, custody, etc. It also provides facility to keep us valuable things. And the last one, ninth one, is conducting government transactions. As we all know that government also deals with the help of bank. Without bank, the government function is impossible. So governments do hates the help of the bank, that is conducting government transactions. I hope that all have understood the functions of bank. These are the main important functions and features of the bank. In that, the mainly is deposits from the public and lending loans to the public are the most important and the most wanted one. See dear students, now that we completed what is bank, characteristics of bank, functions of bank. I hope that you all understood that portion. Now let's move on to the next concept, that is relationship between bankers and customers. There should be a relationship between a banker and the customer. Then only the efficient management will goes on. The relationship between banker and the customer falls under two categories, namely general relationship and special relationship. The relationship between a banker and the customer falls under first one, general relationship, and second one, special relationship. Moving on to the general relationship, it is again classified into three basic categories, namely primary relationship, subsidiary relationship, agent and principal relationship. Hope that you understood. General relationship classified into three: primary relationship, subsidiary relationship, agent and principal relationship. Moving to the next relationship, that is special relationship. In this, it is classified into two, in that obligation to honor checks, obligation to maintain the secrecy of account. Special relationship is classified into two: obligation to honor checks, obligation to maintain the secrecy of account. Obligation to honor check, it means the check details, drafts, bills, it all included in obligation to honor checks. And the second one, obligation to maintain the secrecy of account. Each and every account secrets to be maintained secretly. It should not be decoded. That is the relationship. There are two relationships: general relationship and special relationship. General relationship, primary relationship, subsidiary, agent and principal relationship. Special relationship, obligation to honor checks, obligation to maintain the secrecy of account. Hope that you understood the relationship between bankers and the customers. Now we have completed the functions of bank, relationship of bank. Now let's move on to the services offered by bank. Bank, it is a financial institution and we has a better and correct relationship between bank and the customer. So it provides or it helps us in some other ways that are called as services offered by the bank. There are many services that are offered by the bank. Bank help in different ways for the benefit of us. Let us see some of the services offered by the bank. First one, debit card and credit card. As you are seeing in the picture, this is called debit and credit card. Moving to the next, that is personal loans. We have many needy things and wants. To fulfill all these wants, banks provide us personal loans and also pay interest among them. That is called as personal loans. For example, construction of our house or some business dealings, etc. Banks provide help in the form of this personal loan. Moving to the next one, home and vehicle loans. If we need to buy a new car or we need to build a home, we need large amount of sufficient money, but it is not available to us. At the time, bank offer a service which is called as home and vehicle loan. In through that we can borrow money from the bank. Moving to the next, that is mutual funds. The next one is safe deposit lockers. As we have already discussed this in the functions of bank, this also plays an important role. As I already told that we can keep our valuable custody in the bank without any tension or without any hesitation because it is safe where we are placed, that is bank lockers. Next one is trust services. Bank never cheat us, that is trust services. Signature guarantee. Bank offers the signature of the bank officer with full committed signature guarantees. As we are seeing that medallion signature guarantee by a bank officer in the above screen. And the last one is e-banking, which means electronic banking. For the dealings with bank, we need not go to the bank. Nowadays in improved technology, the banking can also be done through the electronic means such as computer, internet services, mobile phone, etc. We need not go to the bank for borrow money. For example, we can see in the phones, right? Phone Pay, Google Pay. Yes, that is called as electronic banking or electronic means of banking. Hope that all have understood the services offered by banks. Once again, I am repeating it. Debit card and credit card, personal loans, home and vehicle loans, mutual funds, safe deposit lockers, trust services, signature guarantees, e-banking. See, dear students, how many services are see how this bank helps us in different ways, right? Banks has many utilities and it helps us in very needy things. See, in home loans and vehicle loans. Yes, it helps us in many different useful ways. Yes, it has a better relationship between bank and the customers. We can see through these services offered by the bank. Hope that all understood the services offered by the bank. Moving to the next one. We have already completed now the services offered by the bank. Now let's move on to the types of bank. Bank means it does not contain only single. It has many branches related to many different activities. There are so many types of bank. Here in your textbook you have listed only few banks which is most important one. So let us go through the types of bank. There are different types of bank in that the most important one is Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India RBI. It is also called as Bankers Bank, Mothers Bank or the Central Bank of India because it plays an important role in the all other bank financial transaction. Moving to the next, Commercial Bank. Commercial bank means it is meant for the commercial purposes or for other miscellaneous activities. Commercial utilities can be fulfilled by the help of a commercial bank. Next one, Industrial Development Bank. As we can see in the screen, right? Industrial Development Bank. It is meant for development, as the name suggests. It is meant for development of industrial purpose. Land Development Bank. As the name suggests, it is also recommended for the land purposes. If you need to purchase a site, we don't have a efficient money or sufficient money. That time, a bank provides a banks in a land bank. It provides a sufficient money to purchase the land. Our needs is fulfilled by this land bank. Moving to the next, indigenous bank or money lenders or saukaras. These are mainly meant for miscellaneous purpose. For a sufficient needs to be fulfilled, or we need a amount, this particular amount. That time, these banks plays an important role. That is indigenous bank. Moving to the next, cooperative banks. As we all know that we are familiar through these banks. That is Vijay Karnataka Bank, Vijay Bank. This is also called as cooperative banks. They also play a vital role in our life. These are the banks that is listed in your textbook. Hope that all have understood it. Now let us move to the last concept of this chapter, that is types of bank account. There are generally four types of bank account: savings account, current account, recurring deposit account, fixed deposit account. What are all? Saving bank account, current account, recurring deposit account, term or fixed account. Let us discuss one by one. First one, savings bank account. As the name suggests that the money is saved for the future things. This type of account is generally opened in banks by salarized person or by the person who have fixed regular income. This type of account is generally opened by salaried person who get regular salary, for example teachers, doctors. Such a person can open such a type of account. Saving accounts are open to encourage people to save money and pool their savings. Saving accounts are open because to encourage their money, to encourage the people to save their money for the future things or pool their saving. There is no restriction on the number and amount of deposits. This much of amount is deposited. There is no such a rules. This is called as a saving bank. Moving to the next, current account. Current account is opened by businessmen who have a large number of regular transactions with the bank. You understood, I think, because current account is opened by a business person, because this business person have daily day-to-day transaction with the bank. Such a business guys only can open this current account. It includes deposit, withdrawals, contra transaction. In current account, the amount can be deposited or withdrawn any number of times in a day. In a day, a person can withdraw many times in a day. More than 5 or 6 or 7 times he can withdraw or deposit his money in a day. Generally, banks do not give any interest on this deposit, but collect service charges on bank on such account. In current account, it does not give any interest, but it collects service charge taxes or bank charges on such account. This is mainly opened by the businessman. The daily transaction can be done many number of times in a day. It does not charge interest on the account. Hope that current account is understood by everyone. Now we are moving on to the next one, recurring deposit account. This, as the name suggests, recurring means increasing daily, increasing by a trade market, as in increasing per each and amount we are going to increase it. These deposit accounts are generally opened for a purpose to be saved for a future days. It is not used for this present situation. It is kept saved for the future date. For future requirements, deposits are made regularly on monthly basis. It is mainly used for the expenses of children to buy costly items like land, car, etc. After the period is over, the total amount is repaid within interest. We have to deposit the money in a bank, and by a month we have to pay interest to it. And at the future, the bank offers us a fixed date. Only in a fixed date we can take or withdraw the money what we have deposited. In the middle means of we cannot take a money. On a particular day, on a fixed day only, we can reback the money what we have deposited. At that time, we can able to see a large amount of money which we have deposited earlier. Moving to the next, fixed deposit account or term fixed deposit account. This type of account is opened for a fixed period by depositing a particular sum of money. The term of the deposit may be a month, 6 months, 1 year, 5 year, or 10 year. The deposit amount cannot be withdrawn before the expiry of the term. This means that it is preferred for the future dates, that is for a marriage purposes, any other purposes which needs a large efficient money or a large amount of money. In the middle, we cannot withdraw the money. Only during the fixed period we can withdraw it. The deposit amount cannot be withdrawn before the expiry of the term. We can withdraw the money only when the time period is over. The time period may be 6 months, 10 months, 1 year, etc. I hope that all have understood what is bank, what is banking, what are the characteristics of bank, what are the functions of bank, what are the services offered by the bank, and also what are the types of bank that we have already studied, and what are the types of account. Hope that all have understood the portion clearly. Hope that all have understood the portion which I took here. Here we end the chapter, that is banking transaction in business study. Hope all understood very well. If you have any clarification or doubts about this lesson, just contact me. Don't hesitate to call me and ask. Just clear all your doubts and understand it clearly. Hope I did well and good. Wish you a good day, and we conclude here. Thank you.